Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks. Ricky Rickystarks. It's Ricky Mother effing Starks. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. Literally, the last video on this channel was discussing the releases from AEW, and basically like an hour after that video was uploaded, Ricky Starks joins WWE. And here on Fog Wrestling, we're here to break it down and also talk about NXT. Ricky Starks, folks, is almost 35 years old. He will be 35 on the 21st of February. That is crazy, man. That is absolutely insane. And we're all sitting here not knowing what to do with ourselves because this guy rocked up. And I like Ricky Starks, but am I the only one that thinks that is incredibly old at the end of the day? I mean, that is absolutely insane. I mean, people bashing Tony Khan for this. Yo, they didn't treat Ricky Starks right, AEW, towards the end, and the writing was on the wall ever since that promo with Edge. He's pretty much been completely blacklisted since then. We'll get into Ricky Starks a wee bit more later on, but if Ricky Starks was that good, folks, let's just end on this for now. If Ricky Starks was that good, he would be debuting on the main roster. It's that simple. I actually think it's a missed opportunity. Him appearing in the crowd on NXT, that does nothing for me, honestly. Now, if he appears as a mystery man to enter the Elimination Chamber in a qualifier match and defeats somebody of like pretty big importance, on like if he debuted it and beat Finn Balor and earned entry to the Elimination Chamber, that would be good booking. That would be me saying, kudos Triple H. You know what I mean? But these marks seem to think Triple H can do no wrong. How about your beloved Penta, folks? He's not getting in the chamber. He's wrestling on main event against fucking Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser. And this guy right here, Ricky Starks, he's not even good enough for that, man. So I think we need to reel it in, folks. Reel it in. Anyway, first match, Bayley takes on Cora Jade. Can't complain seeing Cora Jade on a Wednesday morning. No complaints here. The big diddies and all that stuff. Cora Jade actually wins. I like this. There's a lot of interference. It's now revealed that the NXT Championship match at NXT Vengeance Day will now be a fatal four-way match. Jade refused to hug Perez. Bayley then pushes Perez into Jade, and then she connects with Perez with a Bayley to belly. Bayley, holding them back, but Cora Jade winning. The correct call. I say Bayley's holding them back. I don't expect Bayley to win this title, by the way, but because she's also in the chamber, so obviously that's going to take a back seat. Sol Ruka then says she wants to train on the beach with Saria ahead of their big match next week. Nikita Lyons walks in. I look like a man. She doesn't look like a man, but it's like Nikita Lyons cannot work. And all she's got's a fat ass. Now, that might do it for some people. It might not for others. I don't know. We then had Obafemi and this was crap, man. Obafemi is going to fucking kill Triple Threat match, let's be real. It is. And the gap match. Right? Let me tell you something, mate. My name's Grayson Waller. Is there a problem here, officer? Me and my buddy, Austin Theory, are gonna go A-Town Down Under in your asshole, mate. I don't know if we're gonna get A-Town Down Under pummeling Obafemi into the mat. I really hope we don't. But they push each other A-Town Down Under, then it results in a beatdown on Obafemi. Right, I think this went on far too fucking long for what we kind of thought was going to happen anyway. Oh, they're teasing dissension in the ranks. Obafemi's not losing his championship here, folks. Now, if it was Triple H booking it, I would be worried for Obafemi, but I'm not. Eddie Thorpe then cuts a promo on Trick Williams. This does nothing for me. Looks like they're going to get a strap match at some point. Will you accept the challenge? Vengeance Day, strappy matchy. Or are you going to get it? Javon Evans then says, you know what? I'm going to be willing to add more damage to my previously damaged broken jaw at NXT Vengeance Day this Saturday. I'm medically cleared. And basically, he's getting forced here. Well, I say forced. He's forced into signing a contract to compete because if he doesn't, he can't. But if he does, WWE is not responsible. Any liability for his injury. So we'll see about it. He was told to think about it, and he just fucking signed it and walked off. So, there you go, motherfucker. Tony D then tells Stacks to calm down. It's time to handle business tonight, but I'm doing it myself, big man. We then had Josh Briggs, Yoshiki Minori taking on Hank and Tank, taking on Miles Bourne and Tavivian Heights, number one contender, triple threat match. Talk about trying to stay awake here, man. We had Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Amahamamura win the match. Are you not entertained, motherfuckers? No, we're not entertained, but Jesus Christ. It's just a bit vanilla, it's just a bit boring, this tag team division in NXT. And it's like, I just see a bunch of teams that can't cut it in NXT and won't be able to cut it in the main roster. Up next, third match, Lexis King against JDC. You might know him as Fandango. I know him as the guy that somehow beat Jericho at WrestleMania, and still to this day I'm in disbelief about it. I don't like this Heritage Cup. You know, Lexis King wins. What's there really to say? JDC, I never thought he was going to be taken serious, to be honest. We then had Bayley and Roxanne Perez complaining in Ava's office. Roxanne says she wants to become a record-breaking 3 times an NXT Women's Champion. Alright, fair enough to you. Roxanne says over her dead body as Cora walks away. So, there's beef going on here. Fatal Influence and talk about Stephanie Fakir having no friends. I mean, you've got no friends. Brilliant. That's the pinnacle here. Shanti the Adonis then says Petrovic is the only one that truly deserves the next title opportunity. Brilliant, right? Saria defeats Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons' momentum's died, man. It's like someone stuck a pin in her fat arse and just deflated it. She's not ever going to amount to anything better than this, and that's just the reality. Trick Williamson has an interview. This was a bit boring. He just fucking agreed to it. And then we got Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks just made his way out in the crowd. It was like, what is even going on here? And he says, oh, this feels right. This feels good. Right now, it's obvious you know who I am. If NXT is the future of professional wrestling, and guess what? You need an absolute superstar of the future. And if this is the hottest brand, well, you need the hottest free agent. Do not let the handsome face and the expensive fragrance fool you. I'm here to turn this place upside down. And everybody's been begging to ask the question, when will the revelation be televised again? And well, I'm here, ain't I? End of quote. I thought it was a pretty decent promo, but again, this guy's being wasted. Stick him on the main roster, man. But in the release vid, I did predict that he would go to NXT and the Malachi Black would probably go to the main roster. It's Triple H, folks. Yeah, we've all got our own ideas about Triple H. Anyway, fifth match, the family taking on Tony D, taking on Ridge Holland in a steel cage match. Tony D wins. A lot of drama. He then had Sean Spears, Brooke Jensen, Nico Fance entering at ringside. Izzy Dame comes in, hits the Dawn with a chair. Oh my god. Dame chokeslams Rizzo. Dame, turns out that she's joined forces with Spears and company. Spears whips out a bunch of chair shots, plants Angelo with the Avalanche C4 in the chair to close the show. Ricky Starks, it must feel like home to him, guys, because let's be honest about it. This is his wee tag team, buddy. This is his wee pal. Ricky Starks is wee AEW buddy, man. If you're friends with Cody Rhodes, then you're going to WWE and you've got a contract for life. Anyway, that is it for your NXT review. To recap on Ricky Starks, guy should be going to the main roster. Doesn't really make much sense to me putting him on NXT. Like, if this angle, and if he's as hot as he thinks he is, and if, you know, these marks think he's as hot as he thinks he is, and this is a big deal, then why is he on developmental? The reality is, it's not a big deal is what they think it is, but for me, I still would put him on the main roster. Doesn't make much sense not to. Anyway, I'll give NXT a 3 out of 10. I like surprises.